In this video, we're going to launch a fee token on Uniswap version 3. Yes, so we're going to use Biblioteca, that is a library that I've been building, putting a lot of effort on making the most simple way to launch a V3 token out there. And just know that this is something that in the official documentation from Uniswap says it's not possible, but it is. The only thing that you have to do is not charge fees on token sales, only on buy and peer-to-peer. We're going to talk more about this in a moment, and I'm going to leave in the description a blog post so you can follow along with everything that we're doing in this video if you want to do it yourself. In case you are a developer and want to integrate Uniswap version 3 into your own protocol, or you want to launch your own token, or you are a Uniswap version 3 user and want to know how everything works behind the scenes, I think this video is going to be interesting for you, and I want you to take a look for it until the end. You are going to need MetaMask with where you have to select Go Early Testnet, and you're going to show and hide it by clicking here. And then you're going to need Go Early it. If you need to install MetaMask, you can go here. I'm going to leave a link here in the blog post to install MetaMask. If you need Go Early, you can do it by going to the faucet. If you want Go Early it, here I have 14, so you only need like 0.1 maybe to do everything that we do in this video. Okay, so yeah, we're ready to start. We're going to go to Remix. Oh, I already have a testing here. I'm going to delete this. You go to Remix and to the IDE, remix.ethereum.org, and you go here, contracts, new file. I'm going to name this file my token.sol from Solidity, and I'm going to copy this code from here. You can also take the code from the official library. Here it is. This is mostly the same code. I just changed this to be compatible with Go Early. So in the official documentation is compatible with mainnet, and in the blog post that I'm sharing with you in this video is compatible with Go Early. So I advise you to just first test it out with Go Early. And yeah, so the second, yeah, so I'm going to explain a little bit about this contract. Also, I'm going to compile it, select the same compiler version as here, just compile. And if you look this green checkbox, it's because everything is working fine. And yeah, so if you want to launch your own token, yeah, just you need to fill all of this. If you are not a developer, don't feel discouraged. I think that you will be able to understand this. So yeah, so here in the constructor, you're going to send a couple of parameters. We call them, first is the name and the symbol. So the name is the long name, for example, Ether or Bitcoin are the longest names, and the symbol is like ETH or BTC, just a short name. Then we're going to need a supply, and here we have a billion supply. You can have a trillion, for example, if you want. Just add a couple of zeros, and yeah, you can do whatever. So here, don't be confused by it here, Ether is not meant, the currency is not for the currency, but for the Ether as a metric that is equal to 1 in Solidity smart contract, because you know Solidity is not able to operate decimals, so we use way as the lowest denomination, and 1 way is equal to 0.0000001 ether, and 1 ether is equal to 1 and 18 zeros way. So way is what we see in the smart contracts, is the lowest denomination, and ether is what the user will be interacting will see. So here we convert everything to ether. So basically we're saying, okay, 1 billion ether is equal to way. So you can do either this or this. So yeah, I'm using this because this is more easy to read. And also other thing is that these underscores are optional, just to make it even more easier to read. So you can add those. So yeah, we'll have 1 billion token. You can put the supply that you want. And yeah, that's it about that. Now let's move into the most important part of this video, that is the fees. The fees, 1% on buy and 2% on peer-to-peer. And so when someone buys it from Uniswap, deposit ethers to get this token back, is going to be charged a 1% commission that's going to go to a vault to another address. And if you send the transaction from your MetaMask to another MetaMask not interested with Uniswap, it's going to charge a 2% fee. And yeah, you can put whatever you want. And just notice, you can say, but why are you saying 1% and you put here 100? It's because in the library that I'm making, 2 decimal are equal, are just for two. The last 2 digits are the 2 decimals. So 100 it's equal to 1%. Oh, sorry. So this is equal to 1%. So for example, if you wanted a 1.5% fee, it will be 150. So yeah, that's why that's how I created this library, to make it easier to understand and to be able to have like lower fees, like 0.01 transaction fee. You can also do that in this library. The next is the vault address, or the fee receiver address, is who is going to receive the fees. And you can put whatever address you want. And if you leave here the sender, it's going to be sent to the creator of the contract creator, but I'm going to send it to another contract so we can track it like more easily. So I have this account 2 that's going to be the fee receiver, and account 1 is going to be the deployer, the one that deploys the contract, the sender. So yeah, I'm going to change that. You can change that too with whatever address you want. And then we have the base token. Remember that Uniswap uses pairs, so you have 2 tokens. For example, in this in the same liquidity pool. So here we're going to have our tokens paired with wrapped ETH. So this is the address of wrapped ETH. You can change this to the address that you want, to USDC, to whatever you want. And this is the wrapped ETH address from Goerli ETH. So this is the address on Goerli. So this is only going to work on Goerli. So keep that in mind. Depending on the platform that you're using this contract on, it's going to be a little bit different. And yeah. And here, that's the only change that I mentioned before. So in the official documentation, it's compatible with mainnet because we use the mainnet wrapped ETH address, but this one is compatible with Goerli because we use the Goerli wrapped ETH address. This is the only difference. And lastly, we have the rate. So the rate is 1 million. So 1 million tokens is equal to 1 wrapped ETH. You can here's when you define the price. This is approximate. Don't expect it to be 100% accurate. But yeah, it's going to allow you to to define the initial token price. So yeah, it's going to be around 1 million tokens, going to be around 1 wrapped ETH. And yeah, that's it for this contract. We're going to recompile it, make sure this check is in green, and yeah, we're ready to deploy it. So we go to the deploy tab. We're going to choose injected Web3 provider, and we're going to select Uniswap V3 fee token, and yeah, we deploy it. And once we deploy it, we'll be able to add liquidity. So yeah, meanwhile this is confirming. I invite you to like the video and subscribe if you want more content. This is going to be a series of 4 videos. We're going to cover some other stuff, so like Uniswap V2 or Balancer. So this is a 4 video like series that we're going to cover like DeFi tokens, and yeah. So yeah, if you like this type of content, so yeah, subscribe, and so you can know when the next video is coming. So yeah, here we have now the token deployed, and we're going to launch it. We're going to see it here, see if we have our billion tokens. Yeah, it's ready to go. So we import here. We're also going to import here in the receiver account. It has 0 because we still haven't made any transactions. But yeah, we're going to do that now. First, we're going to add liquidity on the first address. Just let me check if I connected correctly. Yeah, this is the same address as here. So we're going to the pool tab, and we're going to add a new position. This is going to the it pair with our token. Here it is. So we're going to add liquidity. You can choose whatever, I don't know. And in here we're going to add liquidity. I'm just going to add little liquidity because I don't want to spend too much but yeah, it's going to send like, or just a 0.1, I don't know, it's going to be enough with 0.1, and we're going to approve. And once it finishes confirming, for this to just approve, then we'll have to launch to send another transaction that's going to add liquidity. So we're going to add wrapped ETH and tokens into liquidity so everyone can start trading. And yeah, that's it. So now we're going to add liquidity. We're ready to add liquidity. And yeah, that's it. And once this confirms, we will be able to swap. But we're going to do it in a third account. So while this is pending, this is confirming, we're going to do to a third account that this is going to be the buyer. It's going to buy a couple of tokens, and we will be able to test if this actually works with if actually taking the fee. So yeah, now the transaction is confirmed. So we are going to paste here the token address. Now I have 0, but I'm going to buy, for example, 1,000 tokens. And yeah, still have to fetch the token. Here you go. So 1,000 tokens is around 0.001. Remember that we set the rate to be around 1 million per token. So yeah, we confirm the transactions, and just as the vault, I think I didn't, I don't know who sent a transaction, maybe I got it wrong. Let me check. No, it's good. The account 3 is, yeah, so the account 3 just bought 1,000 tokens, but he's not going to receive the 1,000 tokens like he's only going to receive, he bought 1,000, but he's going to receive only 990 90 tokens. Yeah, 990 tokens, because yeah, here you go, 990 tokens, because 10% are on the vault now. So he bought 1,000, but 1% fee has been taken from him and sent to the account 2 that he is now the holder of these 10 tokens that have been sent. So the same, you can try it by yourself. You can try, for example, sending a peer-to-peer transaction from one address from MetaMask to another, and it should take 2% transaction. You can do it by yourself, you can test it, and just keep in mind that the first address is a fee exempt. What it means is that we won't charge the deployer, because it wouldn't make any sense to charge him by because he's going to have the initial liquidity. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense to charge him, so we add him as an exempt. So the fees work for the other address, not for him. I don't remember if also the vault was added. You can take a look at the documentation, also ask any question about this. And yeah, just try it yourself if you want. Let me know how was your experience. If you're talking about this, remember, this is not audited. If you want to launch it by your own, you should audit this code. Yeah, just remember just to like the video and subscribe if you want more content about this. And yeah, see you on another video. Thanks for watching until the end, and see you.